Hello everyone. Thank you so much for choosing this pick a card reading today. So in this video we're going to be looking at your next 48 hours. Now this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're drawn to this is when it's meant for you. The 48 hours will start as soon as you finish watching this reading. So to see what is in store for you over the next couple of days, all you need to do is choose one of these three piles. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So take as long as you need to make your choice if you need a little more time. And once you've made it, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. You'll also find the link to my TikTok and also my website if you would like to book a personal reading with me. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Click the timestamp and I'll see you there. Okay, group number 1. Let's take a look at your next 48 hours and what's going to be happening for you. Okay, so I'm just going to see what I intuitively pick up from this card first. Okay, I'm definitely sensing this like overstimulation almost. It's like you might be very busy. You may be spending time with a lot of people. I'm sensing some kind of event or a party. Or something where, you're connected with multiple people. This could even be online. For some of you, may even do some kind of a live, if that's something you're into, on some form of social media. Like, I'm just seeing like an audience. So you may even be going to a show or the theatre or some sort of performance where there's, large groups of people I'm seeing here. Okay, let's get more information. Now, this may be an unexpected event. So if you know, okay, I don't have anything planned like that for the next couple of days, then it may be that this comes as a surprise to you. It may be that someone's already going, but they need to cancel and then they give you a ticket. Okay, then we've got South Node past your next 48 hours. Taurus. Uranus, a change. Okay, I feel like Uranus makes a lot of sense with what I was picking up on here because this is the energy of Aquarius, and Aquarius represents large groups of people, society, or being a member of somewhere. Okay, so it could be, you have some kind of membership. So if you have that, you may be going to that place where you're a member. Or again, this is like social media, because the symbol for Aquarius is the 2 lines. This is why people think it's a water sign, because it looks like 2 wavy water lines. But if you flip it, it looks more like a Wi-Fi or a Bluetooth signal. So it's more about sound waves here. So I feel like, something about sound is coming through. So you may also be playing a lot of loud music. And I feel like if you're somebody that's used to having headphones in, you may play it out loud. I just feel like there's a lot of, it's really loud. Or maybe even a next door neighbor is going to have a big party or something. I'm just sensing a lot of music and intense sound vibrations coming through. Okay, but again, Uranus represents change and spontaneity, breaking out of some kind of mold or box. So it's definitely going to be a rebellious couple of days. So for some of you, this could even be a protest or something, whether you attend one, or maybe this is just one that you happen to come across when you're doing something else. But it represents humanitarian efforts, also animal welfare. So these could be also areas you may be focused on in the next couple of days. But again, the main sense I'm getting is this overstimulation, so much going on, a lot of sound, a lot of color, a lot of communication, a lot of movement. Okay, so I don't feel in that sense it's going to be the most restful of 2 days. Okay, so that's just something to preface. If you feel like you're pretty tired right now, then definitely get as much sleep and rest as you can, because I feel like this weekend, or why am I saying weekend? Maybe this is when you're watching it. But maybe it's the weekend after as well when you're watching this. If you're watching this through the week, that something's going to transpire on the weekend. You could even be planning something now that's going to happen on the following weekend. But I just feel like Taurus is fixed earth. So it can be, very focused and fixated when it is on track and when it wants something, wants to achieve something. But it could also be, the opposite, like still as a rock, okay, refusing to move, being very lazy and lethargic. So it's quite a contrast from this stimulation, all of this extra energy that I'm picking up on here. But it may be that something saps your energy at points. Maybe, again, all of this extra stuff going on here, all of these plans that you have, unexpected or otherwise. But then I feel like here with the past, something about the past is coming through. Like you're going to, maybe this is somebody from your past is returning in the next couple of days. Or you could return to someone. Maybe this is to do with this event, potentially. You might bump into people from your past. There's definitely something from the past coming through that's connecting you in the next couple of days, or connected to you rather in the next couple of days. The number 33 is standing out as well. I feel like this is somebody's age. Okay, it's either your age or somebody that's coming in, maybe that age. Okay, let's get some more, information here about your next couple of days. I'm also drawn to the clouds here and the diamonds. I don't know if that's just actually predicting the weather. The weather's going to be super cloudy where you are. And there's going to be diamonds everywhere. I mean, why not? Could be that you buy yourself something sparkly. Yeah, because I'm seeing all the sparkles. Fireworks as well. Yeah, so there could be, you could go to a firework display or you could see fireworks in an unexpected way. I'm definitely seeing like sparkling and shining. So yeah, maybe somebody also gives you a gift with something shiny. Okay, we've got shaman, trust in higher forces. Mountains, stand your ground. Yeah, so you could be going up somewhere quite high as well in the next couple of days. So whether this is a literal mountain that you're looking to scale or climb, or what's the word? I was thinking, begins with a T. You're walking, the opposite, not walking, but not trekking, trailing. What is the word? Please comment below what word I'm trying to think. When you're walking through the woods. Oh my God, that's so annoying. I'm sure it'll come to me. But please, yeah, comment below if you know what I'm talking about. Oh, it's so irritating. Anyway, so either way, you're on some kind of, you could be on a mountain walk. This could be maybe just walking uphill a lot. But I also feel for some of you, this is like being in a skyscraper or a really tall building. Okay, so you may end up at, maybe it's a party in a tall building or a rooftop. Okay. Because I also feel like that with the owl, because I see you kind of looking at things from this higher perspective. So in a literal sense and a metaphorical sense, I feel like you're going to be seeing things from, this higher vantage point. So this may be, you could even be at some kind of a game, like a match of some kind, a sports match, but you could be in, one of those boxes, or you could just be sat really high. Even in the cinema or something, you could be sat really high or far at the back, obviously, which naturally elevates as you go back. But yeah, I do feel there is a situation where you're going to feel like you do need to stand up for yourself, or maybe even stand up for others. Okay, and to stand your ground in what you believe in or what you feel is right. So yeah, I do feel like something within you is going to be triggered, maybe in terms of your integrity. Okay, which is simply doing the right thing even though no one's looking. So there may be something that you have to make a decision on as to whether you feel what the right thing is to do. It could also be connected to money here, because Taurus can represent money and possessions and buying certain things. I just had stealing as well. So I don't know, maybe somebody steals something, or you see somebody steal something and you wonder what the right thing is to do about that. I don't know. Doesn't feel like that's my business to get into, but then I guess none of this really is. But you're here, you're happy for me to get into it. Okay, let's see. Next couple of days, what's coming through. Okay, Moon. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. Unity. A time of divine understanding, renewal, peace and hope. You radiate and attract great love. And then Luck. You are right to be strong and optimistic about your love life. Oh my God, why did I say that? It didn't say love life. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. So for some of you, this will be about your love life because that just flew out of my mouth. Okay, I mean, we do have this Unity card here as well. So I do feel there's going to be some kind of romantic interaction here. So again, this could be somebody from your past, possibly an ex or somebody that you had some kind of romantic connection with. I really feel like it's somebody you've already met before. Now, it might not be somebody you've actually had a romantic connection with, but somebody you've met before, but these next couple of days, you will have some kind of flirtation. But if you've been waiting for someone to return for a renewal, I do feel like that's coming. Now, it may not be that this person actually arrives because obviously this is a very broad reading, and I'm sure not for every single person that they're going to get, have their ex come back to them. So it may be that you receive information about this person that, from your past. Okay, but I definitely see some kind of romance energy connected to the past that's coming in the next couple of days. But for some reason, whatever the case may be, you're going to feel like very lucky about this. Okay, which is also great because, it feels like even in terms of like the events, whatever this social event or experience that you have that's up high with lots of people, with sound, with stimulation, you're going to feel very, very blessed about this. Okay, so again, maybe this is something you wanted to go to, but maybe you didn't have tickets or for some reason you weren't, otherwise engaged and you couldn't go, but something changes which allows you to be able to go and attend whatever this is. Okay, and then even in terms of this person returning or the information about this person coming in, you're still going to feel very blessed, very lucky, like things are working out in your favor. And I feel like this is also because you are going to be very much in tune with your gut instinct these next couple of days. Because I feel like this is you flowing towards what is meant for you, not fighting against things, because this is the thing, especially if you've got a very open schedule the next couple of days, it allows for more opportunities of spontaneity to occur, for these new opportunities to come in. Just like if you have every single point in time marked specifically, it's hard for there to be positive surprises that come in place. So I feel like you're definitely going to keep things quite open. Even if you do have, say, tickets for something and you have something major planned, I just feel even everything surrounding that will be very much, let's just chill, let's go with the flow, let's see how it goes. Let's not just strategically plan anything too crazy. Let's just go with the energy, because the moon represents our emotions, and our emotions are never still. The same with our thoughts. They're always in transit. And I just feel like you're going to be very in that flow state, seeing like what your mood is, because for instance as well, the moon changes signs every couple of days, and depending on which planets it's aspecting, what kind of position the moon is in, how happy it is in that placement, can definitely have an impact on all of us and how we feel, at any given point in time. And this is why it's so important to just allow things to change. Or if you're feeling in a really bad state, just know that it won't stick. At least within a couple of days, the energy will shift again. Okay, but it feels like you're going to be on the right path because you're allowing yourself to go with that flow. So for instance, if you suddenly feel like, I feel super sleepy, I'm going to take a nap. Rather than say, I feel super sleepy, but I promised this person that I would do this for them right now. Now, I'm not saying that you should renege on your promises, okay? But it may be if something can be postponed till later, if there's a possibility to move it, maybe you just need to inform that person. But it's like you'd rather do it when you have better energy. And you may go for that nap, wake up feeling renewed and ready, and in a much more positive position to do whatever that was that you were planning to do. Okay, so it just feels like, yeah, the more you flow the next 48 hours, the better things are going to turn out for you. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through the next 48 hours. Okay, we've got the World here. The Ace of Wands. And the Justice card. Okay. So there's going to be some new beginning here with the World, because this is a new cycle beginning. So this may be about your luck, okay? So some of you might even win something. You know, if you gambled something, if you played the lottery, could be. Obviously, again, I'm not predicting everybody's going to have some crazy lottery win. I wish I was for you. Affirm that if you like. You know, I always win. I win everything that I enter. But yeah, I definitely feel like whether you win something, you're gifted something, whether you feel like you're in the right place at the right time. I just feel like this is going to feel, this is just giving me the boost that I need. And I feel like it's going to give you that confidence boost as well, where you feel like you can overcome so much more. You're in much more control and power, and there's excitement coming through here. So this could even be that you book something as well. Again, this could even be an event or a holiday or something that's far in advance, but you're booking it now or within these next 48 hours, because this Ace of Wands is like the initiation of this new cycle. So this is like the spark which is coming through, which is going to make you feel more passionate and more excited about life. Okay, and I really feel like this is coming from outside you. I don't feel like this is you initiating something. Again, I feel like you are initiating in terms of just going with the flow here, but I feel like this offer, there's something new coming in. Again, this could be this plan. Do you want to come to this event with me? Do you want to go here in a few months? I don't know, whatever this might be, it's definitely you're going to have this offer come through. It's going to be exciting. Okay, and it's going to make you feel very energized. So again, if you're feeling super tired now, or at points over the next 48 hours, you may feel quite lethargic, but just remember this reading and remember that when you're feeling lethargic, it's because you're being prepared for what's next, and your body is calling for you to just sleep or to relax so that you have the restored amount of energy to, get excited for whatever this is. Because I feel like whatever this is, but again, with all that extra stimulation, it's going to be very energetically draining. So you need to be in the best, state of mind, body and soul as possible for this, okay? But now we do have the Justice card reversed, which this could be about some information you receive about a couple splitting. That's the first thing that came to me, okay? So this could be that a couple is splitting. This could be something you're happy about, especially if you had a connection to this person, like a romantic connection, okay? I don't feel like this is you guys, if you're in a relationship, I don't feel like this is you separating with somebody, but it may well be. It's just not something that really has come through here at any other point, especially with the luck. Maybe you would see it as lucky though. Say you're dating somebody and you're trying to get out of it, you realize you don't like them anymore and you want to politely backdoor boogie out of there, but then they decide to end things first. So it's like it gives you a pass almost. So that would be the only way around I would see it, where you feel relieved or feel happy about it, okay? Now, this can also represent contracts as well, work contracts. It could be, again, you hear information from someone. Maybe they've lost a job and they might come to you to ask for help or for, I feel like they might ask you for advice, okay, about that. If somebody's having some contract or work issues, they could be asking you for help. I don't know what else that would be about here. But it's definitely a sense of something being kind of unfair or out of balance, or a separation or an end of something. But again, it doesn't feel like it's directly in line with you, but in some way it's going to impact you. Because again, if this is somebody that's, whatever they're going through externally, it's going to draw them back in towards you for some reason. Okay, let's just get some fishbowl messages. Lacking self-awareness. I'm just going to pull a few like this and we'll look at them together. Okay, your next 48 hours, group 1. What do we have? So discipline, detached, human rights, hold the line. I'm protecting my heart. Seeing you hurts me. Truthful intentions. December. Trust the process. Inner demons. Fair hair. Fitness instructor. Okay. So this maybe you're going to be connected with somebody that has fair hair over the next couple of days. And that's going to be very noticeable because this is like the only physical descriptor that's come through. So somebody with fair hair. So it's either a light brown, a red, or a blonde. Okay, this isn't somebody that has dark brown hair. That's not to say somebody with brown hair isn't going to come in as well, but I feel like some interaction with somebody with very light hair is coming through that you're going to experience in some way. And I feel like it's this person actually that's lacking self-awareness, because I don't really feel like that's you. And I would have no problem calling you out if that was the case, if that's what I was sensing. But I just feel like with everything else that's come through, it seems like you are going to be having self-awareness. Like you're going to be quite self-aware and again, very much in line with your intuition over the next couple of days. So yeah, this is why I feel like it may be this person or somebody else coming in that isn't really seeing things clearly. Okay, and again, it might be that person that's coming in to ask you for some level of advice, but they're not really understanding that maybe it's been a very long time since you've spoken and it kind of seems like out of pocket that this person would reach out and ask you for help. Or it seems potentially for some of you maybe even insulting. It's like, you really think I'm going to give you advice about this now after all of this time? Okay, something where you feel like it's a bit off. But I do feel this person does have truthful intentions. Like I don't feel like they are trying to bring you down or trying to be negative. I just feel like they may be lacking that self-awareness. So yeah, they may say something a little bit offhand or something you feel like you need to be detached about, because I feel like this is you more so this next 48 hours, being more detached on an emotional level and not detached from your emotions in general, because again, I feel like you're going to be flowing with them. But when it comes to this situation or this person, I don't feel like you're going to let emotions get in the way. So there must have been some emotional connection to this person. But again, maybe it's just been a long time, a lot of time that's passed, and you may be in that place of detachment now. And that's maybe because you had to protect your heart from this person and you're just not interested in letting your emotions get the better of you here with this person. So yeah, I feel like you're going to think quite logically about this situation, and you may even not reply. Okay, you may even decide to hold the line and think, actually, no, I'm not going to either reply or respond, or I'm going to take my time. Especially if you feel kind of heated straight away, you may feel like it's better to just, okay, you know what, I'm just going to let this sit for a minute. I'm going to wait till my emotions come to a more neutral place before I react to this. Okay. But I feel like this is also about you, holding the line, taking your time with things just as a whole these next 48 hours, not rushing into things, but being very, self-aware and intuitively aware. But the seeing you hurts me. I mean, maybe this again is connected to that romantic person. Maybe they post something on social media and you feel like that's painful to see, or again, this could be the other way around. You might post something or you might actually see them in person. Yeah, because again, I don't feel like this is you that's feeling the hurt. Again, I just don't feel like you're going to be in that place these next couple of days. I just feel like you're going to be more, again, in this fiery energy, this fun energy, just focused on yourself and what you're wanting rather than other people specifically that you've had attachments to previously. So yeah, I feel like something you might do, an interaction, or someone you might bump into or see through social media, I feel like that's going to be the trigger, okay, for this person to come through. We've got inner demons here. So This might be again about this person, but I feel like it might actually trigger the inner demons within you at points. And again, this is why, yes, you might feel like you need to have some level of discipline with this situation. Because maybe in the past you didn't have discipline. But in order for you to feel in control, this is where it feels like you need to hold the line. Because yeah, this person, the situation may trigger certain mental health issues within you, or it might be like reopening an old wound. But I just don't feel like you're going to allow it to get to that point. You're going to have this protection, this wall up. Yeah. And I feel like you are going to be in that place where you're just trusting the process. We've got human rights here as well. So I feel like, again, that connects to that Aquarian energy that I mentioned at the beginning here. So again, this might be some kind of charity event that you go to. Maybe you even give to a charity, or like a GoFundMe or something. Or maybe you start a GoFundMe for you or for someone else. We've got December here as well. I mean, this could be when you're watching this. It could be that you're planning something for the month of December. It could be that you're connecting with somebody born in the month of December. And then fitness instructor. This could be somebody that you are, again, connected to, somebody that's in the fitness industry. This could be somebody asks you advice. If you're somebody that's into fitness, or maybe this is an area you've worked in previously and somebody asks you for some kind of fitness advice, that could be what this person is coming through about. Or it could be some kind of fitness event, some kind of health-like event, or what was I going to say? Yeah, something to do with fitness potentially, like I was going to say a fun run, or like a marathon. That was what I was thinking. Some kind of marathon or something where there's like sponsors. Yeah, could be. But it could also be that you're going to be, on the go. I mean, I've definitely seen that throughout this reading. You're going to be on the go a lot, even though you obviously have your time of rest and we all have to sleep. But I just feel like there's going to be a lot of movement. So you may actually do something for your fitness as well. But yeah, I feel like that's a lot we've crammed into 48 hours. A lot of stuff that's going to be happening. So yeah, like I said, take your rest. You're going to need it, okay? So please comment if this resonates, especially after the fact. Come back to this video. Okay, 1 second. Let me just adjust the camera here. Oh, it's so annoying. I need to get a new attachment to the arm, because it's like the weight of the phone. There's a slight crack in it, even though I've taped it, but it's like moving. I really need to get that. I will, guys. I will. But anyway, I really do hope that this made sense. And please do feel free to share in the comments below if or when it does. And please do like the video as well, because, every support you give, the engagement really does help my channel to keep on growing. So, thank you so much in advance. And I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take good care. Okay, group number 2. Let's take a look at your next 48 hours and what's going to be happening for you. Okay. I was going to look at intuitive messages to begin with this card, but I feel like I actually just want to get straight into the star codes with this one for some reason. Okay, so let's just see what's going to be happening in your next 48 hours, group 2. Okay, oh my God, that makes so much sense. That's why I wanted to get into this, because Aries is like impatient, wants to get moving. Yeah, so I feel like, this next couple of days, you are going to be in that energy of, let's move, let's shake this. Okay, because we've also got Virgo here, which is ruled by Mercury, the 6th house, which is mental stimulation. Okay, and this can represent your routine, also your health, and this could even be like a cleanup. Okay, so for some of you might be doing like a deep clean of your home, or a declutter, releasing things, like doing a sage of your home, really cleansing. Okay, for others of you as well, I feel like you're going to be exercising. We've got 2 cards of this. So if you're somebody that goes to the gym, you go for runs, you're a swimmer, or you do some kind of activity, tennis, I don't know. I just feel like you're going to be exercising and moving your body a lot. Yoga just came through to me as well, yoga and meditation. Okay, so I do feel like, there's going to be a lot of focus on your health and your overall well-being. Because also with the sun here, This is about your vitality. Okay, and I feel like, so maybe you've had some health issues previously. If you have been feeling unwell or had any health issues, I do feel you're going to get some respite from that in the next 48 hours. Okay, you're going to feel much healthier, much more energetic, much more vibrant and confident within yourself. Okay, so there's definitely this surge of energy that I'm seeing here. And then look, yeah, we've got progressions, journey. So yeah, you are going to feel like you are progressing in some way here. Definitely in terms of your health. I'm just making sure. So I have a bit of an issue with the tripod at the moment, or the tripod arm. The connector that's holding the camera it's got a little crack in it. I've taped it, but I need to get a new connector. So if you see it starting to move, that's why. I'm trying to keep on top of it. And watching it, but yeah, if you see, that is why. I am getting a new one, as I said, but please do ignore if you can. But I will try to keep on top of it and make sure I readjust if I see it moving too much. Okay. But yeah, definitely I feel like in those areas, you are going to feel like, yeah, there's a progression. So yeah, again, if there's like maybe you've been really struggling to feel motivated to clean lately, or to maybe wanting to sort of move things around in your home, or, create more space and to feel more tranquil. And I just feel like, yeah, these next 48 hours, you're going to feel that surge where you feel like, yeah, I need to get this done. And this is giving me the energy of action before motivation. Because if you wait for motivation to come, you could be waiting forever. Sometimes you just have to take the action first. Definitely Aries energy. It's like acting without thinking. So this may just be, okay, I'm just going to tidy up this one area, maybe just this one surface. And you start with that, and then once you've done that, you move, okay, I'll just do the next surface. Okay, now I'll actually just do the whole room. And then you do the whole room. Okay, now I'm actually going to move into the next room. And I just feel like that's kind of the energy you're going to be in. Okay, now if it's not actually about decluttering or deep cleaning your home, again, this could be about your physical body and exercise. Like again, say you are in a gym and you're moving from, say you're just like, I'm just going to do a little bit of exercise today. I'm just going to do a little jog. I'm just going to go on the treadmill. But then you think, okay, I'm just going to start. But then once you start, you're like, okay, I'm just going to do a bit more. I'm just going to run a little bit further. I'm just going to swim another lap, or I'm just going to do one more round of reps at the gym, whatever that may be. I just feel like you start it and then it'll pick up momentum. Okay, so that's definitely your advice as well. Even though I feel like this is what you're going to be doing, but if you did need any advice right now, I feel like, yeah, just start. Whatever it is you're thinking of doing, just start and you will progress. It will flow from one thing to the next. And I feel like, again, regardless whether this is about health or, again, kind of clearing, decluttering, releasing, it's going to make you feel better. Okay, it's going to make you feel happier and brighter inside. Okay, how are we doing, camera? We're okay so far. Let's see. So the next 48 hours, what's going to be happening for you, group 2? What's going to be happening? Okay, so we've got Sage, be devoted and committed. Oh my God, of course. And Autumn, release the old and rest. So yeah, the Sage, that just made me laugh because, yeah, I definitely see some of you like using a Sage bundle and saging your home. Okay, so you may decide to do this after a deep clean or maybe before. But I see you opening up all the windows, because that is definitely what you should do. Open up the windows and doors, start at your front door, finish at your back door. Okay, or if you've only got one door, then start at the front door, finish at the front door. And always work around from the left as well, from the left part of the house. And go into all of the corners and anywhere stagnant or negative energy could be hiding, okay? But yeah, so I definitely see some of you that will be doing that these next couple of days, okay? But I'm also seeing smoking just in general. I'm seeing all of this smoke like rising. So for some of you might be smoking more, or maybe for some of you might be quitting smoking as well. Like if you feel like it's been detrimental in some way, yeah, you may be quitting that. Or again, some of you might be picking it back up, okay? For some of you, I feel like this is smoking weed as well, because I'm seeing like the leaves here. So yeah, this could be something that you are partaking in over the next couple of days. But then we've got the release the old and rest, the autumn energy. So you could also be watching this in autumn, or maybe you're feeling like you're wanting to prepare for autumn or preparing for winter or something. Like maybe this is like, yeah, preparing your body, or again, preparing your home. So I just suddenly feel really hot as well. Let me just take take that off a second. So yeah, for some of you, you're actually going to be very hot as well. So this could actually be, literal in terms of the weather. Okay, it could be super sunny where you are. Again, whether it's whatever season it is, okay, I feel like it's going to be sunny. Like the sun's going to be shining down on you, okay? But you could also be, doing things that do, cause a lot of heat, which would make sense again with whether this is cleaning or working out. I mean, it could be both things as well. This could be just an all-rounder. Like, again, you might be at the gym or working out in some way, and then when you get back, you feel like, okay, I'm just on a roll now. Now I'm going to clean my house. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Or again, vice versa. You might start off cleaning and think, okay, house is clean. Now I'm going to work on my physical body. Okay, so definitely a lot about, this feels very much about you the next 2 days, group 2. Like less about other people, more about you. Especially with Aries, it's a more self-focused, self-driven sign because it's the first sign of the zodiac. It's the infant, essentially. So think about babies and toddlers. They're always self-driven. They're focused on what they want to do, what they think is fun, what's going to make them feel happy. They're not thinking about what happened yesterday. They're not thinking about what's happening later. They're just thinking, what's going to make me happy right now? What's going to feel good right now? Okay, again, they're not thinking about, oh, how does so-and-so feel about me? Or I better do this for this person. Or no, none of that these next couple of days. This feels very much about you yourself and you, group 2. This is going to be your main focus, okay? And I feel like that's okay. There's nothing wrong with having that time that's directed more towards you. As they say, you can't pour from an empty cup. And I just feel like this is your time to really fill up that cup within yourself and to focus more on yourself and your own wants and needs. Now, it's not to say you're going to be in isolation the next couple of days. Maybe for some of you, you might be. You might be choosing to self-isolate, or it just might be the natural way the next 2 days goes for you. It might not be something you plan, but it just happens to go that way. Especially because of these things that you're implementing, because these all do feel very much like they need to be self-focused activities or things that you're doing. Okay, but it definitely feels like you are going to be taking some time to rest and recuperate too. Because again, I feel like you're going to be in a nice, healthy balance, because even though you're going to be very active these next 48 hours, I feel like you're also going to give your body plenty of rest. Okay, we've got the number 44 there as well, which is about stability, home life. Okay, being more secure within yourself. And I feel like this is also going to improve your self-esteem, because again, when everything's clean and tidy, everything feels fresh, you've been looking after your body, you're careful about what you're putting into your body, that builds that sense of inner confidence, because that's true confidence. It's a true part of a confidence builder. When you really feel good about yourself, it radiates, okay? And I really feel like that's what you're going to feel like. And almost like you're not in a cocoon, because again, I see you being like shining here, being out in the sun and absorbing all of that positive energy. But it's almost like you're going to emerge from a chrysalis after these next 48 hours, feeling restored, renewed, and ready to take on the rest of the week. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through here for you next couple of days. Let me just check the camera a second, actually. Yeah, we're moving. So annoying. Okay. I've had to replace these attachments so many times. Okay. The next couple of days, we've got Phoenix. Be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. Chariot. Charge ahead with confidence. Stay strong and focused. Goals. Progress in positive and personal goals. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. Yeah, so again, you are going to be very goal orientated these next 48 hours. Like, so you may even have a list of things. Okay, this doesn't feel like, you may go with the flow here in some sense, but I just feel like, yeah, you're going to be ticking off a lot of things, maybe things that you've been procrastinating on for a while, but you pick them back up, you get them done. Because sometimes it's like you could be staring at something and you'd be like, I know I've needed to do something with this, to move this here or to get rid of it, whatever it is, but it's like you keep looking at it and you keep walking past it every day. But I feel like these next 2 days, these next 48 hours, there's going to be this shift within you, like the phoenix rising from the ashes. And you decide, no, I can no longer look at this anymore. It has to go. Okay, or I've got to make this change. I've got to progress forwards. Okay, because for some of you, this could also be in your career. Okay, so that's another facet that's come through here, especially with the goals card. Look at the money. Okay, so I do feel like you're going to be working on some level of a career goal here. So whether this is like you're initiating some new change in your career, you're putting in the effort, the time to, I don't know, whatever it is. This could be whether this is self-employed, you've got your own business, or whether this is like further training or something you're thinking about doing moving forwards in order to achieve your goals. Because I feel like this is you thinking about as well, like what are your long-term goals? Okay, but what do you need to do in the now to achieve them later on? And I feel like this is you actually taking action on achieving those, further away goals, but not really thinking too far ahead. Again, I still feel like you're going to be very self-driven in the moment. Because again, the Chariot is this, charging forwards with confidence, staying strong and staying focused. So definitely a lot of movement here. Some of you might actually be traveling a lot. Like I'm seeing, like if you're not running, whether it's on a treadmill, on the path, swimming, like I feel like this is also in a car. Or some of you, if you're into horses, you might actually be riding horses. Okay, but you may also see like a horse and carriage, which I say is quite unusual thing to see these days. But again, it depends where you live. This might be something you see quite frequently. Okay, but it just feels like, if you have been having any kind of personal issue, crisis, whether it's health, whether it's financial, whether it's love, like it does feel like, there's a renewal here. There's positive progress that you're going to be making. Like you're going to feel renewed within your energy these next 2 days. Okay, let's just see what else is coming through. Next 48 hours. Okay, we've got the Emperor reversed. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and then the Knight of Wands in reverse, and then 8 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Again, fast movement. A lot of fire coming through here. We've got Aries. Aries are multiple times that's come through here. So you may also be dealing with people that are Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury. But the Emperor here is about feeling out of control here, or feeling out of power. So I don't know whether this is you right now, Group 2, like feeling like there's something that you feel like you don't have the control over, and it's maybe sent you on this downward spiral. But then I just feel like this is the reassurance for you to know that even though you may feel like this, it's going to flip on its head in these next 48 hours. And I feel like this is you pushing yourself out of it. Like nobody's pulling you out of it. Nobody's coming to help you in this very moment to, change your mindset about this or to give you that motivation or that push. This is going to come internally. Like there's going to be this switch. Like, because you may just be in this, dark place or feeling, quite down about life and about yourself. But then something's going to trigger you. Okay, this might be something you see on social media. Okay, this might be something that somebody says to you. Okay, but I just feel like something is going to come through that triggers you, that gives you that internal push and fight. Because Aries is also very competitive. So it may be you see something that makes you feel like, oh, I want to do that. Well, that was my idea. Or this is what I was going to do originally. And it forces you to like, oh, I've got to do this now. I've got to take action because I don't want to be feeling like I've got regrets about what I wanted to do in the past. Okay. Now, I also want to say that for some of you, there may also be 2 masculines, or this could be 1 masculine, but I'm definitely picking up a lot of masculine energy here. Okay, it could be that you're dealing with like an older masculine and a younger masculine. Okay, it could be that, 2 different people are coming in towards you over the next couple of days. It may be these 2 different men that trigger you. I do feel, this could even be like a father figure. It could even be like you wanting to go in a different direction. Okay, or this could be even a partner or somebody that was trying to exert control over you. Now, if you know there's nobody in your life that's behaving that way, then do disregard that. And again, this is more about how you feel about, like, again, needing to find more control in your life and then deciding to take that action. But let's just get some fishbowl messages here to close this out, the next 48 hours. I will read them all out together. I'm just going to like grab a bunch here. Okay. Let me check the camera. We are moving slightly. So, someone is watching you. Okay, so I'll just read them first. We've got listen, cancel, don't wait, progression to self, teacher, infidelity. You're on the right path. And I'm just going to get a couple more. Sixth house, shedding tears, food, and breakthrough. Okay, we've got double sixth house here, which again represents, it's Virgo energy, which represents our daily routines, our health, but also cleaning. You know, Virgo energy could be quite OCD, focused on the details. It's also very mercurial. So this may also be for some of you that you're actually trying to distract yourself from your thoughts. Okay, you may decide like you can't deal with something anymore, like mentally, and you think, I just need to focus. I need to adjust my focus, distract myself and focus on some kind of busy work here. Because again, I see you making a lot of busy work for yourself these next 2 days. So that could also be the trigger. Okay, maybe somebody cancels on you, okay, in the next couple of days. And it might be something that frustrates you or upsets you. And then that causes you to shift your direction and think, okay, I need to focus on me, especially if you feel like somebody's not focused on you or you're not getting what you want from a person and you feel like, yeah, you know what, I just need to focus on me, myself, and I, you know, what's going to be beneficial to me and what can I do that's within my power to change? What is within my control here? And releasing everything that isn't. I mean, we've got infidelity there, so... And listen, yeah, so you might hear of someone being disloyal. Okay, you might hear of this. This might be like gossip that you hear like on the news or like gossip channels or something, like with celebrities. It could be like there's a famous couple or something and there's a cheating scandal. I just heard that, cheating scandal. Okay, or this could be someone within your local community or somebody within your friendship group. I hope it's obviously not within your own personal situation, group 2, but it is what it is. It's something that happens in this world, unfortunately. So it could be something that you're having to deal with. Maybe it's something you're already aware of that's happened, and this is also what's causing you to think, I need to stop thinking about this or focusing on it. Okay? But I definitely feel like you're going to be hearing a lot of things. Like, again, there's like a lot of like whispers, like Chinese whispers. So, yeah, I feel like there's a lot going on, a lot of gossip, and I feel like you're going to be watching this situation unfold. Okay, I feel like it's you that's watching others with the situation unfold, but I do also get the sense that there is somebody that is lurking in the shadows that is watching you. Okay, and I feel like this person is very upset. Okay, there's somebody that is upset with what's going on right now. So maybe they have empathy for you if you are the one that's going through something quite tough. Okay, so they may be feeling quite sad because of what you're going through. So this person obviously has compassion and cares if that's the case. Or somebody, you might see somebody crying as well. I'm seeing like someone crying on like a live stream. So this could be somebody random that you happen to just scroll past and then you end up sort of watching or being engaged with it in some way. Or again, this could be somebody you have a closer connection to in some way. I just don't feel like it's you. I don't feel like it's you that's shedding the tears. I've just seen so much fire here. But, you know, it very well could be. It could be. I just feel like for you, you are going to have a massive breakthrough these next couple of days. And again, it's going to come from within you, even though there may be some kind of external trigger, but the source is really within you. And I feel like for you, you're going to be in that energy of not waiting. Like you're not going to wait any longer. So again, maybe you've been waiting for a situation to resolve on its own, but you can't wait anymore. And you decide, maybe you want to reach out to somebody. You may decide to do that. Rather than sit within a place of anxiety or confusion, you decide to try and clear things up. Okay, or you decide again to move on or distract yourself from whatever that is and refocus your energy. Okay, because this is your progression to self, like these next 48 hours. You're definitely going to be more, like I said, self-driven, self-focused, and you're progressing more to, who you really are and the path that you're meant to be on, because you are on the right path. So if you do wander that at points over the next 48 hours, is this the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Yes, I definitely feel like this is your path. This is your breakthrough moment. This is your progression to your true self, to your self-identity here. So this might be, again, about who you really are. You might be that type of person that is usually very active and health conscious and likes to keep things clean and tidy and organized. But, if you've fallen off the track and you feel like, you get lost. I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know where I'm going. I've lost my direction. I just feel like this next 48 hours, you're going to feel like you have that direction now. You have that momentum to move forwards. Okay, and then we've got teacher and food. Okay, so for some of you might actually be following some new food recipes. Okay, I actually see like you learning, new recipes, maybe new like healthy recipes, because again, this is like a whole self transition here. Like you're looking at everything that you're doing. Again, what you're putting into your body, how you're moving it, how much rest you're giving yourself. But, food's coming through specifically here. Okay, so like I said, for some of you, you might be learning some new recipes, some new dishes that are going to be more healthy, or maybe not. Maybe you also will indulge in some, fun, fattening recipes. And this might be, a treat or reward for all of the hard work that you've been doing. Okay, there's definitely a lot that you're going to be learning in these next 2 days. Okay, but you could also come into alignment with somebody that does actually teach like food, like a food tech teacher or something. But there it is. That is what I see for you, group 2. I really do hope that this resonates, and please do comment below as and when it does come to fruition. Come back to this video and comment. But if it did make any sense, please do give the video a thumbs up, because all of your support really does help my channel, and I so much appreciate it. So thank you in advance. And I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take good care. Okay, group number 3. Let's take a look at your next 48 hours and what's going to be happening for you. Okay. Now the first card here says the world, be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. Okay, the first thing I'm actually picking up here is a sense of fantasy and dreams. Like you might be dreaming about a holiday, you might actually be booking a holiday, but like somewhere really far away, like further afield. Like this could be somewhere tropical, or maybe it's somewhere more architectural or historical. Okay, somewhere that you've really been dreaming of going. Okay, the 12th house, not surprised that's come through. And then Saturn structure. Okay, so there's a bit of a contrast coming here for you, group 3, about your next 48 hours. Because, you may be actually escaping in fantasy, okay, because of what's going on in your life at present. Because these 2 cards here are a little challenging, okay? The debilitated, discomfort, the Saturn structure. You may feel like there is some limitation here. Right, 1 second, let me just check. I'm just letting you guys know I've got a slight technical issue with the clip that holds my camera. It's got a bit of a break. I've taped it, but it does, like, the camera's too heavy and it tends to pull it and ends up moving it. So I do need to keep readjusting the camera. I am ordering a new one. But again, I'm trying to find the best one because I keep having to rebuy them because they keep doing this. So anyway, I'm just prefacing that before we get started, or before I get any further into this. Anyway, so it may be that, life at the moment does feel quite restricted, okay, and uncomfortable. And it might be that you're having to focus on things you're not wanting to. some kind of responsibility. This could be, a family responsibility, something to do with your living situation. It could be to do with your finances, your work, like something that's like, it doesn't feel very fun. Okay, these two energies here. This isn't a lot of fun. This is kind of like, again, the things that we have to do, and the things that kind of might ruminate in our mind. Oh, I just need to cross this off and then I can relax. So I feel like there are going to be some of these limiting elements here to the next couple of days. But again, I feel like there's this part of you that wants to, escape. So you may use drugs and alcohol to do this. Obviously, this isn't going to be for everybody. But this might be you also like watch a lot of films or listen to a lot of music. And these might be ways that, healthy ways that you're able to escape for a moment, from the harsh realities of life. Okay, it does feel like you're needing a bit of a break here, group 3, because I do feel like, things have been quite tough for you recently. Okay, now the 12th house is the house of suffering as well. It's the house of dreams and imagination, but also, pain. So for some of you, I don't know whether you are in a hospital, maybe you have to go into a hospital, a mental institution, whether it's for yourself or you might be visiting somebody, or a prison it can also be. But like I said, don't worry about any of those things. If it's not something you're already sort of focused on right now, or know that you're going to be involved in. For some of you might actually have a counseling session as well. Okay, or you may seek out to have some kind of professional help. Okay, but I also feel like your night dreams are going to be very, very vivid these next 48 hours, more so than usual. And I feel like you're going to be able to remember them the next day. Okay, so we've got Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. And then we've got enjoy success and happiness, Sun. And then on the bottom of the deck, we've got Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. So yeah, for some of you, this may be that you're going to be taking a new medication, a new supplement over the next couple of days. Or maybe you get more information about something to do with medicine, whether this is conventional medicine or holistic. Some kind of healing I definitely feel like is taking place here for you. And I'm so happy to see the Sun card come through, because I was a little concerned that this might have been quite a hard couple of days. And not to say that it won't be in any way, but I do feel like the Sun here is your respite. Okay, the Sun here is that light at the end of the tunnel. So there is going to be something very positive that comes through all of this. Now, this could also be that you are manifesting something specific here, because this might be part of your path. Like, in order for you to escape from the responsibilities you might have, like maybe if this is just even 5 minutes where you just escape into your mind and you start picturing where you want to be. Like maybe you want to be somewhere very sunny. Okay, or you just want to be a place where you feel happy, where you feel like your truest self. Okay, the place where you feel like the most true to you. Okay, and I feel like it's that's going to help you to manifest what you need. And because sometimes we need to hit rock bottom so we can think about what is it that we want? What is it that we want that's going to make us happy? And then we can shift that, okay. Because like if we're always coasting, we're like chill, we're not really wanting anything, we don't care, well, that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, but it's like if you're wanting more for your life, you're wanting bigger things, you're wanting growth, sometimes you need to be in a slightly more negative place to realize, okay, what would make me feel better right now? What is it that I'm really seeking? And then you can focus that attention into your visualizations, your affirmations, your manifestations of what you want in the future and what you would want to feel in the now. And obviously that's how you manifest, isn't it? You visualize it, or you imagine the wish already being fulfilled. Neville Goddard. Okay. So there is something positive that's going to come from all of this. Okay. And I do feel you're going to notice this within the next 48 hours. Like I don't feel like you're going to have to wait long to see some kind of positive results. Okay. And then we also have the trust your talents in changing times. So this might be that you discover a talent that you have. Okay. For a lot of you, I feel like you definitely have the talent of resilience. Okay. Which means picking yourself back up after you've been knocked down. Okay, so I feel like, even though you might not see it like, oh, that's not a talent, but it really is, to be able to move forwards or to be able to put a positive spin on something that's challenging. Okay, but yeah, so for some of you, you might discover a new talent, or you might discover a liking for an old talent. So you might even dip back into something you used to do. And I feel like it's something creative. For some of you, might be a painter, sketcher, ceramic pot maker. I don't know. It could be multiple different things. Makeup, I just saw as well. Some of you might be into makeup, or yeah, definitely something where I'm seeing all of the colors, like in you dipping a paintbrush or into multiple different colors, mixing things together. It's beautiful. Okay. So we've got love. Love surrounds all your connections. Move forwards positively in all areas of your life. Okay. Your next 48 hours, group 3. Eagle. You will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. And then Lion. Harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. Okay. Now, the first thing that I'm picking up on here is the fact that we've got 3 predators. Okay, with the lion, the eagle, and the fox, all predatory animals. So I feel like you're going to be in that very strong, dominant energy these next couple of days. So this could also be what the Saturn is about, like being an an authority figure or an authoritarian. Is that a word? Authoritarian? I don't know. Comment below if it is, please. Remind me. But I just feel like, yeah, being in a position of power and responsibility. So that could also be, yeah, maybe you feel like you might be a business owner or a leader of some kind, or a teacher, or, you know, the head of your household. Okay, something about you being in charge. Yeah, and needing to get the job done in some way. That's what I'm seeing. What is that about? But now, if you've been feeling lacking, like in terms of your confidence or in terms of your power, you're definitely not going to feel like that in the next 48 hours. That's for sure. You're going to feel very much in control, in power, in charge. And like, I feel like people are looking up to you these next 2 days. So I don't know if it's something that you're going to put out there, whether it's on social media, through another source of media, through friends, through family. Like something I feel like about like what you're going to say, what you're going to put out there is going to be greatly revered by people and respected. Like I feel like, yeah, there is this level of respect, but maybe even a little bit of intimidation or fear. Okay, because obviously being around any of these prey animals to others, the predator animals, the prey animals can feel afraid, you know, obviously about being eaten in a literal sense in the wild, but in a more metaphorical sense, yeah, it just feels like you're a bit of a powerhouse, group number 3. And again, not to say that this is always going to be easy. There is a level of discomfort here. And it maybe you feel like you're needing to really focus on your business or on your career, or again, about your structure, you know, the responsibilities of things. This is you being like disciplined in that sense and focused. And I feel like other people are going to look up and admire your determination and, you know, your fierce loyalty to what it is that you're doing. And I feel like they'll love that. And I feel like you've actually got a lot of support, a lot of loving support around you. So yeah, this could be your family network. This could be your friendship networks, your business connections and contacts. Okay. I definitely feel like, yeah, there's a lot of love that others have for you and what you're doing, because they see the sacrifices that you're having to make. Okay. Because that's what comes with that saying, with great power comes great responsibility. And this is what I see here for you. Like, you have a lot of power, but yeah, you do have a lot of responsibilities as well. And I feel like the other people around you are noticing that. And so maybe you're going to be more vocal about what it is that you're having to do at the moment, or maybe people are just more aware of what you're doing and are more appreciative of what you're doing. And I also see people feeling like you are very talented at something. So yeah, I feel like you're going to be putting out your talents in some way to the world, or it's maybe you've been doing something for a while and then one thing blows up or goes viral, or it's then shared by multiple people and people that in your circle start to see it. So it might be people that weren't aware of your level of success and power will be in the next 2 days. Okay, because it could even be, you might, with your family, for instance, your family may know what you do for a living, but they never really ask about it, or you don't really have an opportunity to really go into detail about what it is that you're doing. Maybe you yourself might be quite humble and, you don't like to brag, because that's the feeling I get. There's like a confidence here, not arrogance or insecurity where you feel the need to prove yourself. Certainly in the next 48 hours as well, because the lion, the eagle, the fox have nothing to prove. Like I said, they only hunt because if they want to eat or they want to feed their babies. That's it. It's not about proving anything because they already have that power, that energy that leads to people or to the rest of the world feeling afraid, intimidated, but also, respecting the space of these animals. Okay. And I just feel like, something to do with people that do care about you are going to see more about your power. This is really taking a turn I wasn't expecting. Okay, and I feel like this is also going to be for you, like you're not going to expect this turn of events for you. I really feel for some of you, this is about being, like you're going to be famous, okay? So, like in your lifetime, I feel like you're going to be very, very well known by multiple people, by, hundreds of thousands of people, maybe even millions of people, okay? I definitely see your name being well known. Okay, and it may be these next couple of days, maybe you initiate something, or maybe something catalyzes from what happens these next couple of days that pushes you more into the spotlight. Okay, so what else is coming through these next 48 hours? We've got the King of Coins reversed. Oh, the Knight of Coins reversed. So we've got two masculines, both earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We do have the energy of Pisces here. We've got Leo, we've got Cancer. Okay, and the Chariot in reverse. Okay, one sec. See, my battery is quite low here as well. I'm going to have to wrap this up in a second, but okay. So this could be you're going to have two different interactions with these two different people. One is definitely older than the other. Okay, we've got an older masculine and then a slightly younger one. And then the Chariot is about putting something on hold, something on pause. So that could be what the debilitation is about. It might be something has to be, like maybe you have a plan for something, but you have to hold it back. Or again, maybe you're not wanting to share something with particular people, but then it ends up being shared anyway. And it might be you being in the spotlight that feels uncomfortable for you. So again, maybe you were trying to keep something secret, or you weren't really trying to get certain people to see what you were doing, but then in some way it's shared or other people see it, it's gifted, but you may not feel happy about it. You might be happy about the results that you get, but you may not be happy in the actual moment of what you're experiencing, because again, you're going to be feeling some kind of, it's not going to feel the most comfortable to you, okay? And then we've got Dragon. Dragon, again, it's a very powerful creature coming through. It's the only mythical creature in the Chinese zodiac. So yeah, you may tear somebody down here, okay? You may get angry at somebody, like I'm saying, the fire breathing out of your mouth, okay? It may be to do with one of these two males or both of these two males. You may feel, I don't know, like you need to tell someone off, give them a strong talking to, or it's like, I just heard like, don't poke the bear. That's kind of what I'm getting. Maybe you're just not in the mood to be trifled with. Okay, you could also be born in the year of the dragon in the Chinese zodiac, if you're an 88 baby like me. Okay, we've got holiday vacation. Yeah, it definitely feels like you need a holiday vacation, group 3. You really do. And that's like I said at the beginning, I feel like this might be something you book or you're planning. Okay, you may actually be going on a holiday vacation in the next couple of days, but yeah, there could be a cancellation of that. That could actually make you angry as well. So just something to be aware of. Okay, we've got low self-esteem. I really don't think that that's about you. having low self-esteem, but obviously for some of you that could resonate, okay? And this might also be why you end up in this leadership position, because you needed to feel stronger within yourself or like you were respected. But obviously, self-esteem doesn't come externally from others. It's something that you build within yourself, okay? Oh, and as I said that, build it and they will come. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, you may have an interaction with somebody that feels this way, or you may kind of dip into feeling like not good enough or not worthy in some way. Again, maybe of all the attention that comes through. Okay, you may feel like, I don't know, yeah, there's a part of you that feels like you're a bit of an imposter in some way, but you're not. You're absolutely not, because any attention or recognition you get over the next 2 days, or just at all, it's all worthwhile, and, you know, I feel like is well deserved from all of the effort, the hard work that you've put in, because I do feel like you've been building something for a long time. Okay, maybe building upon your self-esteem, but also maybe this is, again, building a business. Okay, but you need a break. Okay, and again, I feel like this is where you will fantasize about being in that, you know, that tropical or that faraway place that makes you feel happy again. Okay, and then we've got third-party interference. Okay, so I don't know, some of you might be in a love triangle situation already. That could be something that you end up being angry about. Maybe it's not something you were aware of, but you become aware of it. Okay, or it might be, doesn't have to be romantic. It could be somebody tries to interfere in your business. Okay, your actual work business, your career, your passions, or, you know, in your actual personal life. That could be, again, what you end up getting angry about. It's like, get out of my business. Excuse you. Downward spiral. Yeah. So yeah, it does feel there will be a part, I'm just being straight up with you guys, and at least you have this preparation for it, but there is going to feel a time where you will go to a low point over these next 48 hours. It's not going to be the most straightforward, but there's going to be a lot of gifts that come from this as well. So just know that. And obviously it's only 2 days as well. So this isn't your whole life. This isn't a whole month or 7 days even. It's just 2 days that you have to work through this energy. Okay. I miss your face. Well, that's kind of come out of left field, hasn't it? This might be something that somebody says to you specifically, like they might reach out and say, I miss your face. That may also ignite anger, especially if they've been distant for a long time, or maybe you feel like, how dare you come in at this moment, or something. I just feel like you're going to really tear somebody down here. Okay, we're just going to get a couple more. You're on the right path. This one specifically came through for another pile earlier, which is nice to see, because that's, again, this is your confirmation that even though, again, it might feel challenging, that's life. And we sometimes have to go through those challenges that push us on the upward trajectory. Okay, so just know that even though things may feel tough at times, everything that's happening is meant to be happening for you. It's happening in divine timing. And just know that you are on the right path. Okay, I'm going to pull one more after this. We've got second chance. Oh, I pulled 2 more by accident. We've got integrity and nail tech. Okay, let me just check the camera a sec, make sure we can see everything. Okay, so for some of you, you might be getting your nails done. Okay, you could have a nail appointment. You might meet somebody who's just had their nails done, or maybe you comment on someone's nails. You see that they look great. Okay, that's quite a specific random one there. But yeah, second chance. I feel like there's somebody coming in that wants a second chance with you. But again, I feel like there's a part of you that's going to feel annoyed by it in some way. Again, maybe it's the timing of it, or maybe it's the way that they come in. Because we've got the integrity card here too, which integrity is about doing the right thing even though no one's looking. You know, it's about having that character, feeling like you're doing the right thing regardless. So you may feel like somebody comes in and they don't have integrity, and that may be what irritates you. Again, it doesn't have to be about love. This could be about friendship, or again, it could be about business, okay, or some kind of partnership, something where somebody wants a second chance with you to give things another go. But yeah, something about, I don't know, or maybe it even annoys you. Maybe they do come in with integrity. But again, it's like the timing of it. And you're like, really, why now? Why of all times now? And I just feel like, yeah, you may want to tear this person down. You may not actually do it. You may just use that energy and put it onto something else, you know, whilst you take your time before assessing the situation. But yeah, definitely an interesting next 48 hours. There's going to be a lot going on. Like there are going to be some highs and lows, okay? But this is real. This is, this is real life, isn't it? We always have ebbs and flows in life. Nothing's always straight or neutral. So, yeah, there's going to be challenges, but these challenges are going to benefit you later on. And I feel like within the next few years, you're going to look back on this moment in time and feel like, wow, I needed these things. I needed to be pushed out of my comfort zone. I needed to experience this so I could end up in this wonderful place that I now am. This is what I feel your future self is wanting you to know. Okay? So remain in your power. Remain in your power, in that dragon, that lion, eagle energy, and you will succeed. So I really do hope that this resonates with you, group 3. Please do comment below if it does, or come back as and when this comes to fruition. And please do give the video a like if you did enjoy this reading or you found it gave you value in some way, as it really does help to support and grow my channel. So thank you so much in advance. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take good care.